What do you think about those foreigners that were involved in a bus accident and then ARVs were found?
Ah man, I don't know what to think because I don't know the full story. But I believe we can search the story now and get to it. Unless you know the story.
I don't know it properly. So I think it's better to research.
It's better to research, right?
Mm.
Okay. Maybe let's go and research about it. So this is IOL. IOL reports news. Apparently, this article was written by Rabi Seremula. It was published 3 days ago, but by the time you guys see this, will be 4 days ago. And then the story reads as follows: when police combed through the wreckage of that bus on the N1 near Lost Richard, they found more than bodies scattered amongst the twisted metal. Were packets of antiretroviral viral drugs, medicine meant to keep people alive. 42 passengers were killed, them, mostly Zimbabwean and Malawian. And before the rescue teams had even cleared the debris, the country was already talking about who to blame. The discovery of those ARVs has stirred something raw in us, a feeling that foreigners are taking from a pot already running dry. In clinic queues and on social media, the questions come sharp and familiar. How are foreigners getting our medication when local patients are turned away? Why must we share our clinics when we can barely cope ourselves? If the drugs found in that bus were stolen, doesn't that prove the point? Okay, I think we can end it there. So, in simple terms, what they're saying, and I think you heard it, but 42 passengers passed away there in that
Yeah.
bus crash. RIP to those souls who passed away. May their families bury them with peace and dignity. And after they report 42 people passed away, they report that not just the bodies were found, even drugs were found. That means it's not just ARVs.
Oh,
I
also
think there's a
drugs.
story about codeine or something. I don't know if the codeine story is related to this. What do you think about this?
Oh, I think it's messed up. I think first first of all I wanna ask, where did they get those ARVs from? Where were they coming from and where were they going with so much of ARVs?
So
Because they were found in Lost Richard.
So they were going back to Zimbabwe because Lost Richard is in the N1 straight to Zimbabwe. They were going to Messina. They were going to
Mm.
Messina, heading to Lindela, where they go back home in Zimbabwe. So
Mm.
that's why they said the bus was filled with Malawians and Zimbabweans.
Yes.
That means the Malawians, they were crossing over through Zimbabwe and they were going to go from Zimbabwe to Malawi.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they were found in Lost Richard. They were still going to Messina, to the border.
Okay.
So they had a bus crash. Where they found the medicine,
That's my
I don't
question.
know where they found because it's not reported. What is reported is that they stole the medicine. But where
Mm.
did they steal it? In the clinics, in the hospitals,
Mhm. It can only be the clinics and the hospitals. But
like private or public hospital.
I think definitely public.
Public.
Yes.
But how do they steal the like there's no security guards
There
there or
is
something?
security guards because even if when you go to Hebrew,
Mm,
there's like a session for people with HIVs, and
mm.
then there's like a wall, and then what's this like when like a window,
Yeah, where
eh,
you consult.
yeah, where you consult, and then they give ARVs there. There's like even butlers.
There's even butlers
Mm-hmm.
where the ARVs are stored.
Yes. You
So
don't have access to them. You stand outside and then they give you.
so that means these guys they broke into the hospital, these foreigners.
I would think so. Because how?
But which hospital? Why haven't we heard that there's a hospital that was broken into? You know,
Mm-hmm.
because I understand, yeah, people won't want to ask these questions like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, how did they get them?
Yes.
And if they got them, because there's no other way, they got them from a South African clinic and a South
Yes.
African hospital,
Hospital.
that means they had to break into the clinic or the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Which clinic and which hospital did they break into? Can we be told that information so we can know where they exactly stored?
Yes.
And if not, how did they get the ARVs,
ARVs.
guys? We need to
Yes.
ask these questions. How did
Yes.
they manage to get
Get the-
these ARVs?
Because you can't blame it on one person only. How did they get these ARVs? So many ARVs.
Yeah, and if they didn't break into the hospital, that means they got them another way.
And through, it's obvious.
Yeah, it's obvious. They paid Payola. Because hospitals don't left, they're not being left unattended. There's always
Yes.
security guards,
Yes.
there's always someone in the reception, and it's heavily guarded, even if it's a clinic.
Yes, even hospitals are 24/7 operating, like 24 hours.
Yes,
They're
20, yeah.
operating, yes. So
How did they steal?
how did they get the chance to steal? And what do you steal? Like, it's so hard to steal from a hospital, right?
It's very hard.
Because you don't even know, like, these are ARVs, but I'm sure they know that these are ARVs, but you don't know where they stored.
Yeah.
When they bring them, where do they put them, how are they packaged and stuff like that. So I would believe it's someone from the inside that knows that I'm a ARV, so I feel, and from here they put them there, from there they put them there.
So you're trying to tell me someone from inside the hospital had the information and he told these foreigners where to get them when they come to steal?
Yes.
But who opened the door for them to enter? Because there's butlers, there's gates in the hospital, there's security guards. So if they stole, they had to enter. Maybe they didn't break into the hospital. Who opened the door? Or maybe the hospitals, the doors are left unattended, like the gates, they're not locked.
Of course, they're like the halls where people sleep, they are just open and there's just exchange of night shift and day shift. But where medication stay, it's guarded, it's closed.
So how did they get this Because me, I want to understand, how did they steal the medication? I get, yeah, they say foreigners stole medication, and I believe them. They say foreigners stole. Now we have to understand, because an investigation has to be done. What if people got hurt while these people were stealing? We want to know, did someone get hurt? Did they shoot someone, maybe if they were carrying guns? Did they kill someone in order to enter the hospital and steal? We want to understand the full picture, because I think we're not being told the full picture here.
No, for real, because it's not easy to break into a hospital. You don't even break into a hospital, you go in. Like, look at Johannesburg Hospital, 24/7 operating. There's securities from the gate where you come in. They tell you what do you want to. We can tell you where to go, and then you go. You speak to the sisters and like, no, go there, go fetch your file, things like that.
And you don't just enter anywhere and do anything, right?
Because there's patients, there's people that are sick. There's, like a hospital is a very like emotional place. So also those people, the foreigners, I don't think they went there and caused like, what can I say, and caused like destruction. I feel like it was me. I genuinely feel like it was something like from a job from the inside.
So you try to tell me there's foreigners who work in South African hospitals?
No, I think it's our South African people
who are working with these foreigners to steal ARVs.
I think so. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
So if it's our own people doing this, don't you think maybe we should know who are these South Africans who are allowing these foreigners to steal in our hospital? Who are they? Is it security guards? Is it nurses? Is it doctors? Is it other patients maybe who are closer to certain places as South African, or is it foreign patients within the hospital who have been admitted and end up with these things? They steal them in packets. Because I don't think they stole them with packets. They had they were found in packets. So I think, because in hospital medication doesn't come in packets, it comes in boxes. So that means they found them in boxes. So how did they get into their packets? That means they entered the hospital with packets and they took those medication inside of boxes and stored them in buckets?
Yes.
Or did they take the buckets and do they take the boxes and they ran away with the boxes and went outside the hospital and they stored outside? Like, how did it happen? How did medication that is stored in boxes or in shelves of hospital end up in buckets?
I also don't understand. That's the question. That's a real question. How?
How?
For real. Because we can also ask, like, that's a good question. And we can also ask how, if they stole it, ne? How did they know that ARVs they stay there? How did they know that now we are going to floor 6, room 37? This is where we're gonna find ARVs. How did they know?
Hey, there's something we're not being told. There's something that's smelling fishy. We're not being told. Because, sometimes when you're told information you don't get pleased by that. You want to know the full picture. It's like bakutshela ukuthi umntana wakho bamshayile esikoleni. You want to know, okay, bamshayile, I get it. What happened? Where did it start? Who started? Who started? Who first? Who threw the first punch? What did the security guard say? Did they first leave them to fight the beat and the Baba Kuza? Who was busy advocate? Who took the videos? Is there cameras in the school? Was there cameras in the hospital? Which hospital did they steal? So things like this, I think we should be told so we can get the full picture and know which hospitals are vulnerable, which clinics are vulnerable, and which hospitals and clinics need more security. Maybe that's a way where we could hire more South Africans to be security guards to guard our hospitals. Maybe there's no securities. So I think we need to be told the full picture, man. The full picture, we need it. We need the full picture. Guys. Our ARVs can't just go in jail. Then we are told they were found in Lost Richard. That's all we are told, in Lost Richard. How did they get to Lost Richard? Exactly. What happened for them to get there? We need to be answered.
And which hospital were they coming from?
Yeah, we need to be told these things because there is no ways.
Or maybe there is someone maybe one of those people that passed away, maybe they acted like they have ARVs. They acted like they have HIV, and then they would go to hospitals every now and then they give them ARVs and they stop them like that.
But in the hospital, don't you have to have a card, or do they not have your file?
I'm not sure. I think you have to have your files, and I think you have to get tested also.
Yeah, and you have to have a file, right?
Yes.
So that means you can't go there every day, because when you go tomorrow, they'll say, "Most you were here yesterday."
Yes. Also, you see?
It's crazy, man. But yeah, it is what it is, yeah.
I will end the video.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching up until the end. Catch me on my next video. Peace.
Thank you.